Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of biological classification series. Now this is the first video of biological classification series, which is the second chapter of your class 11 ncert textbook. So in this video I will be covering the whole ncert line by line, and at the end of the video, after understanding the concept, we will also see line by line ncert. So please do subscribe to this channel to get all ncert related content, and it will also motivate me to make more such videos. So let's start today's topic. So first is biological classification. What is mean by classification? Classification means grouping of organisms into various groups or domains. Now, in this universe, as we know that there are millions and millions of organisms. Now, it is very essential to classify these organisms into certain domains or certain categories. Now, among them, Aristotle was the first scientist to attempt a scientific basis of classification. It is clearly given in the ncert. He classified plants and animals. He classified plants based on some morphological characters. And based on these morphological characters, he classified plants into trees, shrubs, and herbs. Trees means the tall plants that are having trunk, and the medium sized plant, these are called the shrubs, and the smaller one, as you can see, the grasses type, these are called the herbs. And he classified animals based on the color of the blood, with red blood, without red blood. This was the classification system of Aristotle, and it was the earliest attempt to classify organism. But this was not enough. Now this classification system of the Aristotle was totally ignored. Then comes two kingdom system of classification, and this two kingdom system of classification was proposed by Linnaeus. This name is very important. It is given in bold letters in your ncert textbook, so don't forget this name. The two kingdom classification was given by Linnaeus. He classified the organisms into plantae. One kingdom, plantae. Second kingdom, animalia. Kingdom plantae and kingdom animalia. Kingdom plantae includes all the plants, and kingdom animalia includes all the animals. This was a very easy basis of classification. As you can know, kingdom plantae, kingdom animalia. Kingdom plantae includes all plants, animalia includes all animals. But there are some of the drawbacks of this two kingdom of classification. Now this drawback is also given in ncert. Now let us see what are the drawbacks of this two kingdom of classification. This two kingdom of classification, though it distinguishes kingdom plantae, though it distinguishes between the plant and the animals, but it doesn't distinguish between eukaryotes and prokaryotes, unicellular and multicellular organisms, photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic organisms. Now what are eukaryotes? Now eukaryotes are those organisms that have an oil defined nucleus, and prokaryotes, these are organisms that don't have oil defined nucleus. Okay. Well, in later on time we will understand on more details about the eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Now simply note that eukaryotes are those organisms that have oil defined nucleus. Prokaryotes are those organisms that don't have oil defined nucleus. So that Linnaeus two kingdom system of classification does not distinguish between eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Unicellular, multicellular organisms already know. Photosynthetic means the organisms that perform photosynthesis, and non-photosynthetic organisms. This system classification doesn't distinguish between these organisms, as well as there are a large number of the organisms that neither fall in any of this category. Means there are a large number of organisms that neither fall under kingdom plantae or under kingdom animalia. For example, fungi, viruses. Okay, these organisms, they don't fall in this category. For example, fungi, viruses, viroids. Okay, Now there was this was two kingdom classification. This was also ignored. Now there are some additional points that you may remember. It is not given in the ncert. That then comes three kingdom classification. This was given by Ernst Haeckel. Then comes four kingdom classification. This was given by Copeland. These are some additional points that you can remember, but it is not given in ncert, so it is not so important. Now the worldwide accepted mode of classification is five kingdom classification that was proposed by R.H. Whitaker. This name is very very important. Give it a 5-star, as well as the year of establishment is 1969. R.H. Whitaker established five kingdom classification in the year 1969. This is very important. His name of the scientist, and the year of discovery. Now R.H. Whitaker, he classified organisms into five kingdom: kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Now here important is to note that the main criteria for classification that was used by him, he classified these organisms into five kingdom. Now what were the main criteria that he used for this classification of five kingdom? These are cell structure, body organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction, and phylogenetic relationship. In ncert it is given in this serial, but I have written here first phylogenetic relationship, then reproduction, then cell structure, then body organization, and the last but not the least, mode of nutrition, because there is a mnemonic to memorize these five criteria. These have been happily asked in your MCQs in Neet examination. Then the mnemonic is प्यारे सन. प्यारे मीन्स मतलब इसका मतलब है कि प्यारे सन मतलब बेटा है जो बहुत प्यारा है, ठीक है. सो प्यारे सन, PRA, प्यारे SON. Here P stands for phylogenetic relationship, प्यारे RE stands for reproduction, then SON, S stand for the cell structure, O for the organization, and for mode of nutrition. I have written these words in bold letter, PRSON, प्यारे son, प्यारे बच्चा, प्यारे son. So this is the mnemonic to memorize these five criteria for classification. Is very important. That was used by R.H. Whitaker. Now in ncert an additional some point is given that there is another six kingdom classification. Now this six kingdom, note here, it is six kingdom. It is also called three domain. Kingdom is six, but domain is three. Six kingdom classification, also called three domain system. Now what included in this domain? That the prokaryotes, the monera in this system, the monera is divided into domain 1, domain 2, and all other eukaryotes, these are placed under domain 3. So what happened? Means here you can see monera, it is divided into domain 1. It is divided into domain 1 and domain 2, and all other these eukaryotes are included into domain 3. So 3 domain, so it becomes 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 kingdom classification. Remember this one. Now okay guys, now let's see our ncert. So see, in this first paragraph, the important line is this: Aristotle was the earliest to attempt a more scientific basis of classification. I have already told it. He used simple morphological characters, to classify plants into trees, shrubs, and herbs. See, here is trees, shrubs, and herbs. He also divided animals into two groups: those which had red blood and those that didn't have red blood. This was the first attempt to classify organisms. Then come the lineage, the two kingdom system of classification with kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia, which was developed a new kingdom was developed that included all the plants and the animals, but since I have told, this is very important line, this system does not distinguish between eukaryotes and prokaryotes, then unicellular, then multicellular organisms, unicellular, multicellular, photosynthetic green algae, non-photosynthetic fungi organisms. These are the drawbacks of two kingdoms. Here you can see that a large number of the organisms didn't fall into either category. Means there are a large number of organisms that are left of being classified that didn't fall in any of these kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Classification from this paragraph, nothing is important here. Now move to this paragraph. See, R.H. Whitaker, this year is very important. In 1969 proposed a 5-kingdom classification. The kingdom defined by him were Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, Animalia. 5 kingdom. Now this is very important. This line is very important, that the main criteria for classification used by him include cell structure, body organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction, phylogenetic relationship. How you remember? How will you remember? You remember by this mnemonic. Paire son. P for phylogenetic relationship, RE for reproduction, SON, S for cell structure, O for mode of organization, and N for nutrition. Paire son. Remember this mnemonic. Now, as I have said that it is mentioned in the NCERT that the 3-domain system, 6-kingdom classification, see, the 3-domain system has also been proposed that divides the kingdom Monera into 2 domain, leaving the main eukaryotic organisms in the 3rd domain. Thereby it gives a 6-kingdom classification. So ये भी note कर लेना. So thanks for watching this video. In the next video we will cover this very important table. I must say this is the most important area, this table of this biological classification chapter. It's a very high yield table, and lots of questions have been asked from this table. So we will complete this table in our next video. Till that, if you liked this video, if this video helped you a little bit also, so please do subscribe to this channel, which will motivate me to make more such videos. And in this channel I will first understand the concept which is related to NCERT, and at the end of the video I will cover each and every line of the NCERT which are important for your NEET examination. So thank you guys.